She's so fine. Hell of a hell of a blows my mind. Hell of a lights my day.
What's good, guys? Today is Thursday, August the 17th, 2023. This video will again be regarding missing 39-year-old Allisha Watts from Charlotte, North Carolina. She went missing 31 days ago while visiting her 51-year-old boyfriend, James Dunmore, who she had been dating for just a few short months. Now, as if this case couldn't get any worse, I've got a bomb to drop on you, because I was left with my mouth hanging open after I read this article. The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department has not had a very good light shown on it during this case, and it's just gotten worse. Now, like I said, yesterday marked 31 days since Allisha Watts was last seen on Pamela Lorraine Drive in Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, since her disappearance, and I've covered this on the channel, WSOC-TV 9, which is out of Charlotte, they've been investigating the resources available to help to find Allisha Watts, including the national database that is now being used in this case. Now, late yesterday afternoon, on day 31, Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police said it wasn't even them that put Allisha Watts in that database initially. I've shown Genevieve Curtis, who is an investigative reporter with Channel 9 out of Charlotte, and she learned that Allisha Watts is now in the public national database, which is called NamUs. And it's a resource that allows jurisdictions to share information about missing persons cases. And Allisha Watts' name was just added to the database Tuesday, on day 30 of her being missing. Now, in a statement on Wednesday afternoon, yesterday, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department said it was actually a private citizen and not them who initiated Allisha Watts' entry into the NamUs system. Now, all of this comes after the department faced several questions about why the tool wasn't being used earlier. 3 weeks into this investigation, the founder of the organization, Black and Missing, who is a former police officer herself, told Genevieve Curtis that she wanted to see police add Allisha Watts to that NamUs database. She said doing so brings more awareness to the case and provides advanced tools and resources for law enforcement. NamUs connects different agencies, medical examiners, and the public in a way that does not exist anywhere else. Now, last week, the investigator overseeing this investigation told Channel 9's Genevieve Curtis that the CMPD is using every available resource to find Watts. But when asked about NamUs, a spokesperson told Genevieve Curtis it wasn't relevant to the Watts case. That's right. This investigator, or spokesperson for the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, told Channel 9's Genevieve Curtis that the NamUs database wasn't relative to Allisha Watts' case. The foolery, guys. Now, a week ago, police sent a statement explaining that the CMPD typically uses NamUs for longer-term cases or when leads have been exhausted. So when Channel 9 discovered Allisha Watts was in the database this past Tuesday, they asked if that's an indication that all the leads are exhausted on this case. Well, on Twitter, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department released a statement addressing their report, saying that detectives continue to actively follow investigative leads and are working tirelessly to bring resolution. They also mentioned the entry that was initiated by a private citizen. The Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department said to ensure the accuracy of the information, they submitted an entry for Allisha Watts themselves. Now, in their Twitter post, CMPD said the resources provided by NamUs are most beneficial for cases that have gone on for more than 180 days. They said that Charlotte-Mecklenburg's Police Department's normal practice is to wait 180 days before making an entry unless circumstances dictate otherwise. However, here's the kicker. North Carolina is one of 13 states with laws requiring investigators to add missing people to NamUs. Until last month, that requirement was after 30 days missing. But on July the 10th, lawmakers made it 90 days. Now, Genevieve Curtis asked the CMPD why the normal practice for handling missing persons cases, like Allisha Watts, deviates from state law. And at this point, the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department have not given them a response. Was there anything that was done right in the Allisha Watts investigation? I'm serious. I'll wait for an answer, because it doesn't seem like anything from beginning to current has been done as it should have been. Just like the ladies from Black and Missing. They should have used all available resources on this case. If that was my loved one, and I found out that there was a resource out there that could possibly help in this case, and I found out they didn't use it, oh, I would be big mad, okay? Big mad. So what we need to understand is that NamUs is not just for identifying remains. This system would have been very helpful when the Foxfire Village Police Department went to Allisha Watts' house from the call on her dad to check on the welfare of her dog. Because Foxfire Village Police Department would have known then, hey, this is a missing persons home. But it wasn't till after the fact that Charlotte-Mecklenburg's Police Department called them and said, hey, that person is subject of a missing persons investigation in our county. It's a sad thing for people in North Carolina to know that they have a typical practice of 180 days, even though they suggest after 90 days that they use NamUs. So here's the process for NamUs, because I just used it myself to register. Yes, an individual citizen can submit a person into the NamUs database. But what they do is they take that information, they contact the local authorities there in that area to verify whether the information is correct. So this individual submitted Allisha Watts' information, then they called, because this is their practice, they called Charlotte-Mecklenburg and said, hey, or emailed them, or however they contacted them, is this person missing from your county? And they had no choice but to reply. So it wasn't like they had to do anything. All they had to do was verify the information, NamUs threw her in the system. So the Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department, I'm embarrassed. I am absolutely embarrassed. I'm absolutely just blown away by the case itself and how they have dropped the ball all over the place in this case. I just wanted to bring this story to the channel because it just seems like one thing after another that Charlotte-Mecklenburg Police Department cannot get right in this case. And if that's the way it is on this case, can you imagine what they do to other cases that have slipped through the cracks? It's a sad affair, guys, sad affair. I'm going to continue to monitor this case, and anything that changes, I will be sure and let you know. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.